guys, Jamie here, keeping it coy. Welcome back to the channel, and if you're new, welcome, and I hope to earn your subscription today. In today's video, there's just a few bits and bats. I'm going to get the filter house doors put on today, and just a general tidy up, picking up some wood for the copings. But right at the end of the video, we've got a very special guest who's come all the way down from where he lives to drop me off a special delivery. So stick around to the end, guys, and you'll see who's come to see us. Catch you in a bizzle. It's the next day, middle of the day, middle of the afternoon. The sun's in its highest point, so sorry about the glare, but as you can see, we're holding water brilliantly, so that's good. No leaks from the bottom drains so far, so at least all the underground stuff is all a-okay. So that's one less thing to worry about. I don't know if you can see it, but that's how flat I managed to get the floor. That's just my reflection. Hello. So yeah, we're looking good. Obviously I've got a lot of wrinkles to sort out on the step yet, but yeah, I've hiked the sides up as much as I can at the minute, but when I start filling it up more, then I'll keep pulling the sides up. Yeah, so we're pretty good there. Unfortunately I can't do a lot more at the minute, so I'm not sure if there'll be another video this week, because until I get the window for there, I can't really fill it up anymore, which means I'm not going to put the skimmer or the return somewhere over there on yet, because I want it all nice and tight and taut, get the water just sort of below the point, and then put it all in. And again, I can't really do much more in there because I need the pump, and the pump I want. Done my homework, done my research. I'm going to get the Awazi, the new Awazi 18,000, about 450 quids. But yeah, it's not quite the 20 I wanted. But looking at the comparison, Mark from Japan Koi Imports, he let me spin you around. He does vigorous tests on pumps. If you want any advice, give him a call or pop down and see him. Any pump he sells, he plugs into an electric meter, and that gives him obviously what wattage they use at what percent, and he does them in like 5 or 10%, so he puts it down to 5%, and sees what wattage that is, put them in 10%, 20%, 30%, that kind of thing, and then, you know, he looks at the packet and will check the difference between what the manufacturer says and what it actually does, and writes it all down on a graph or a chart. But on the other side as well, not only does he test the electrics and what wattage it's outputting, he's got a very high quality flow meter, and he'll calculate and work out as well how much flow is coming out on the percentages and the wattages. So again, the manufacturer will say at 50% you should get this much. Mark can tell you exactly what you would get, depending on obviously head heights and that kind of thing. But the normally the information on the packet at 50%, say the 20,000 recommends, I don't know, say 10,000, I don't know off the top of my head, but Mark has done all the tests, and you don't get anywhere near the 10,000, if it was 10,000 that the manufacturer claims, and also the wattages quite often are quite far out. But anyway, the reason I'm going for the Awazi one is, according to Mark's chart, if you crank it up to max, you get like 17,050 odd litres per hour, which is very close to 18,000. So, you know, Awazi, pretty good job on that. Whereas the 20,000 vary pump that I was going to get on max, that doesn't get anywhere near 20,000. That gets to about 16 or 17,000 as well. But at max, the wattage difference between the Awazi and the Veriflow, Awazi is a lot cheaper to run, and going down the chart at like your 80%, 70% and so on and so forth, Awazi still works out cheaper on most of them, if not all of them, than the Very Pump. So yeah, I know it's a fair bit more expensive. Very Pump I think is just less than 400 quid at the minute, whereas the Awazi is 450. But in the long run, you get a better guarantee, I suppose, with Awazi as well. It's going to save me money on the electric bill, so for the extra cost, you know, a couple of years I'd have saved that anyway, and if it lasts me 10 years then I'm laughing, I'd have saved a small fortune. So going to go that way. I know everyone's talking about their electric bills at the minute, but I've hopefully got some ideas and plans to save me some pennies as well. But yeah, I'll stop waffling, that's where we're up to. As I say, there might not be another video this week because I've got to order the window now before I can continue doing any work on the pond itself, and I need to get the pump before I can do any more work in the filter house and on the returns. The UV is on its way. I've obviously got the UV ordered, but I can't really plumb the UV in until I know where the pump's going to land and where the pipe work's going to go. So I suppose I could do, but I think it'll be easier to plumb it out of the drum into the pump and then work the pipe work out from there. So yeah, again, thanks all for watching, guys. Almost there, aren't we? Almost there. Some of you that have been following me since the beginning, it's been a long slog. I think my first video dismantling the old pond came out middle of October, so yeah, it's been a long old process, but we are on the final hurdles. 2 more things to buy and then we're finished. Whoop, whoop. So yeah, again, thanks for watching, guys. Like and subscribe, share to all your friends, and we'll catch you all on the next one. We have blue tits nesting in my little box. Been watching them all day, building their nest. That is so cool. Just thought I'd share that with you guys. Hopefully I get some footage later on the spring watching the babies. Catch you later. Yeah, I don't know if you can quite tell there, but I gave them a lettuce yesterday and they have absolutely shredded it. There's bits of lettuce floating everywhere, so I'm gonna have to they're still munching it, but yeah, I think I'm gonna have to start scooping it out now. But yeah, they're loving it. Yeah, it's miserable day today. It's not raining, but it's just really chilly and overcast. But getting there. Pond's still only full to where it was. You can see why I now need a skimmer in my garden. Look at the state of that. Look. Bits everywhere. It's because we're surrounded by giant trees. As I've said before, we've got shed loads of what do you call them, silver birches out the front, so all these little tiny bits that you can see floating, little seeds from the silver birches. Obviously we're surrounded by pigeons and other birds, so we get feathers everywhere, and then obviously other leaves. We've got, my neighbour's got 2 giant conker trees there, and then behind the conker trees obviously we've got all the maple trees, so we get the helicopters and all their leaves everywhere. So meh. But yeah, I haven't moved much further on. Got to get, as I say, as you all know, got to get the pump for in there. The UV's on its way, and the window for in there. I have realised though that I've put that shelf up roughly where I want it, which is absolutely fine. But I've got to put the UV somewhere and still be able to get this lid off, because it doesn't open from this side because of this metal clip. It opens from that side, so I put the shelf out of the way so there was enough room to lift the lid off. But if I now put the UV under the shelf, there might not be enough room, so I may have to actually take that shelf off and move it somewhere. But we'll see how that goes. But yeah, get the pump, and then you'll see some more of me doing stuff rather than just waffling about where I'm up to. So yeah, I will catch you all later. Nala wanted a belly wub in the garden, so we give it Nala a belly wub. Did you want a belly wub? She loves the fake grass. Say hello. No, not to me. Say hello to everybody on here. Hello. So it's freshwater shrimp time. Here come the piranhas. Nom, 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 nom. You might notice the water's gone slightly cloudy again. That's because in the mix of food tub that I've got, which is it's an old aqua source tub, but I'm running low on the JKI version that I bought, and as you can probably see here, I've still got some of the old Coppens Advanced kicking about in there, and there's a, don't know if you can quite make it out from there, but there's quite a lump now at the top, and that's been going in the last day or so. Yeah, it's started to cloud up the water again, but nah, I don't care. They're all healthy. The water parameters in there are still spot on, so I've just had a bit of a water change. So as always, now they've had a bit of a water change, just the cheap bio filter starter type stuff. Just put a dribble of that in, just a tiny dribble, because they've had all the air filters cleaned out with the water change, so that'll help kick them back into action very quickly. So yeah, another week or so and I'll move a couple of the bigger ones outside again, so the littler ones can get a bit more food. But yeah, doing really well. Right, I'll let them finish their shrimp and I'll catch you all in a bizzle. Hey guys, just another quick update. Pond is still as empty as it was last time you saw it. Got my shades on today. It's been a really nice sunny day. Just got home from work, done a bit of tinkering, done a couple of bits. What have we done? There's some doors. I'll show you what I've done. Move this brick out of the way. I need you. Yes, Nala, you and all. Get out of the way. So yeah, got some doors on. Bit of a mess in there at the minute, but they work. Not as perfectly as I was hoping, but it's all bent and bowed and, you know, bodged wood, so what can you do? It's holding well. They swing nicely. And they close. What more can you want? Let me put you down, I'll spin you around and I'll show you in a bit more detail. Yeah, so there you go, you can see them better there. Got to wash the bird poo off obviously, but this one opens first, interlocks. This one only comes to here because the grass rises a bit on that side. This one opens fully. They're on heavy duty gate hinges, and I was hoping that this wouldn't be very wobbly, but it's not at all. So I'm loving it. I'm happy. All we need now is a roof. So this one closes first. Just need a lock on there. I might put one of them drop bolts in the ground down there, because this one's bowed ever so slightly forward at the bottom. I can then pin it together and then it, wouldn't move. So that's my plan at the moment, because I don't have any form of lock to put on the gate. Wedging a brick there. Grass is already dead, so what's it matter, eh? But yeah, spring has sprung. Dog's loving it out here. I don't know where she's gone now, hiding in the trees. But yeah, aces are coming alive. Too late to repot them now, but meh. They'll sit there in these pots for one more year. That one's just about to sprout as well. And this one, we're getting some leaves on that one as well. And even my baby ones down here, both of them two little ones, they're now sprouting as well. They're all different colours and different types. I can't remember what they're called. I did look them up, but you'll see when they get here. Maybe someone can tell me what they are. Got my little pom-pom tree, as the legend Twisted would say. Little pom-pom tree doing good. Got 2 lemon trees, orange tree. That one's a Granny Smith. That one's a plum. Not sure what type of plum. That was given to me by a close friend of mine, and it leafed last year, but no flowers or plums. So I'm hoping that'll come to life this year, because they get fed nothing but pond water during the summer. So it certainly had a lot. I've had a look in here and tried to tidy up a bit in here, but a lot of these are dead and gone. So what I'm doing, I'm getting rid of the net, and I'm going to put a proper roof on here. They are all, they can be all level. They're just where I've dumped them basically. But anyway, you get the point. That one's a bit straighter, look. And I've got a couple more full lengths of these in the woodshed. Just need to cut a sliver for there, and I've got one so far on there, so probably need about 9 more there. And down in the woodshed there, I've got some long lengths of that. Now, what you're doing? She has a fetish with eating bird poop. She really does. But yeah, as you saw earlier, we've got some blue tits nesting in the nesting box. Been watching them carrying all their little twigs and whatnot. Oh, it was funny. One of the blue tits had a giant twig in his mouth, bless him, and he could not fit it through the hole, no matter what way he tried. She fell off the grass. There we go. Yeah, he could not get it in the hole, bless him, so he flew back into the bushes there with it, and then came out with a smaller one. I think it was the same one. Can anyone tell the difference, or can you tell the difference between a male and a female blue tit? Is there a difference? If there is, leave a comment down there, because yeah, I know there's 2 of them flying in and out of there, but which one's which, who knows. But yeah, as you've all seen and know, the pond is still at that stage. It's just to stop the walls collapsing. But the UV will be here later today. It's already like 5 o'clock, but the UV is on its way. I've just picked up today as well what I'm going to use for the copings. They are gravel boards. I went out and I was looking for something that was relatively thin, because my pond's already pretty high for where I want it. It's 80 centimetres high, so it's not a metre, but I like to be able to, let me spin you around. I like to be able to sort of, perch on the side of my pond, and if it was any higher than that decking board, my feet wouldn't be on the floor. So I didn't want, the scaffolding sort of size, 45mm sort of size. So I went out down the lumberyard, went to Ridgeons actually, and found this. And yeah, 25mm thick, so about the same as a decking board. Obviously they're not uber smooth like like I could have got, but anything that was smooth was a lot thicker than that. So all I've got to do is give that a damn good sand. They're 4.8 metre length, so they're plenty long enough, and be plenty of offcuts, and I'll get them all sorted in there. So my phone's ringing. I'm going to end this one here, and I'll catch you all in. And that's all that's left of the lettuce, other than the couple of tiny bits still floating around in there. I haven't actually scooped it all off. I thought, meh, they'll munch it, and if they don't, when it hits the bottom, the tench will have it, because I've still got 4 little tenches in there. They like a bit of lettuce, so yeah, as you can see, they still don't like me in there. But shame, the ghosty and the chag used to be really friendly, but since they've been in this vat, they don't like it. A bit of a better look, yeah. But yeah, these ones are all fit and healthy because they've been under the pergola, under the cover all winter, and heated all winter. No problems at all. Done a few scrapes on them, and nothing at all. So I think that's the first season I've ever come out of winter with not one issue. Like, you know, sometimes you just find the odd one fluke and you think, should I treat, shouldn't I treat, or the odd one trick and that kind of thing. But yeah, these guys are doing really well now. I have re-scraped, and all I found was dead flukes. But what I didn't actually do a Learnex Pro in the end. I did Fluke S, then the PP treatment that you saw, closely followed by Fluke M, because I didn't have enough Fluke S to do another retreat, so I did a Fluke M on them, and oh, excuse me fingers, and yeah, as I say, the flukes seem to be all dead, but on some of the packets, obviously it does say treat 21 days after to help with the egg cycle of gill flukes. Now I didn't find any gill flukes, but just in case, so they've had one at obviously day 1, and then one at 7 days, so I'm going to give it 2 more weeks, and then I'm going to do a Learnex Pro, because the temperatures should be a lot more stable by then, and then do a Learnex Pro, because that would be then the 21 days. So that's not this Saturday, it's next one, and then they'll get, well, next Saturday to me, obviously. I'm recording this on, what are we today? Tuesday today. So yeah, it's Saturday just gone for me, but I don't know when this video is going out for you guys. So yeah, depends how much I get done in the meantime. But as you can see, doors are up. Whoop, whoop. They're working great. So yeah, I will catch you all in a bizzle. Hey guys, just another quick clip. Evening shot of the pond. Nothing yet has changed other than the doors that you saw earlier today. But we have a visitor and a delivery.
Hello, it's me, Daz, Skeggy Pond.
If you've not seen Daz's channel, where have you been? I'll put a link in the description to Daz's channel.
Hiding.
But yeah, who's been hiding, you or them?
Me.
You.
Camera guy.
Let's go back this way through the kitchen then. Daz has been here and we've had a good look at all my ponds and had a good chinwag. We all like a good chinwag.
Good chat.
Absolutely.
The babies.
Tank's cleared up again. Did go a bit cloudy the other day, but we've cleared up again. Bring that with me. Da, 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 da.
One ticked off the list.
Absolutely. So massive thank you to Daz for bringing that up. Bless his heart. He's drove all the way down from Skeg to Peterborough to drop that off for me today. Now that is what you call service. He's also bought me, I don't know where I've put it now, but some Mediclay that I've bought on the shop. And if you want to check out his website, I got my first channel mug. Whoop whoop whoop. SkegnessPondSupplies.com. If you want to find him on YouTube, as I say, I'll put a link in the description. But you're looking for Skeggy Pond, Daz Shelton. Cheers, guys. Well, that was a great day. Got a few bits and bobs done in the garden. Obviously, I've got the blue tits nesting in the nesting box, so I'm well chuffed about that. Doors are up, great. Pond's still holding water, hasn't gone down at all. And obviously, a massive thank you to Daz from Skeggy Pond. Skeggy Pond, because it's not just koi he has in his pond. He's got every fish you can possibly think of that goes in a pond. So yeah, go check him out. Links down in the description, guys. I've put his website down there as well, so people can check out his website and have a look. If you follow him or the Boulding Reefer, you've probably seen his face before, but his links are down there if you want to check out his channel. So again, a massive thank you to Daz for bringing that up for me. He was in the area, so yeah, great. Thank you very, very much. And I've got my first channel mug, as you all saw. I've already had my coffee today, so I've not got it with me. But yeah, cheers, Daz, for bringing that up, buddy. And we'll catch everybody else on the next one.